was apart. And when we're talking about cheating on someone, some people still insist that pornography is part of cheating. What do you think? Is pornography part of cheating? Well, we can actually classify it. We can actually classify it depending, because when a partner starts watching pornography, there's an interest shift. There's actually an interest shift from a partner. Let's assume it is the man who is watching the pornography. You see that he will have an interest shift from his partner, from the woman to the pornography. What will give him joy is not the woman, is not his partner, but rather the pornography in which he watches. You can actually, you can ask around, you can ask around people. People will tell you, when you're a pornography addict, it's usually difficult to break free, because whatever gives you joy is that thing that you're watching. So you can rightly say that there's an emotional entanglement with pornography. If you're one person that watches pornography or that is addicted to pornography, there's an emotional relationship or entanglement, although there's no sexual contact. But you have virtual affairs, you have affairs, internet affairs, you have movie affairs, and it can be very bad, especially when you have a partner in your life. And I don't know the reason why a partner will be watching pornography. If both of you are actually watching this pornography just to learn one or two things when it comes to sex style, is a different thing than just one partner watching pornography without involving the other person, secretly watching pornography. It is very bad. So we can say that you have virtual affairs, you have, video affairs, but not physical or sexual affairs. Infidelity is actually common. It's very common, but that is not to say that it is good or it is something that should be accepted. It has existed even before our parents, before our grandparents. Infidelity has been there, you know, whether you're married or not, it's just there. People who are relationship experts, who are marriage counselors, let me not use the word relationship expert. No one is a relationship expert, because there's no hard and fast rule to relationships. So marriage counselors, relationship counselors will always tell you that usually when couples visit them is when there's a situation at hand, that is a situation of betrayal of trust, a situation like infidelity. That's when you see them visit the marriage counselors and relationship experts so much. Well, at this juncture, I'll read out the reason why I'm saying all of this. Then I'll go back and say more. I'll read out so that we can all be involved. We can all get involved in this thing, because my phone has been buzzing. People have been calling. So let me open up the phone lines now. But before I do so, I have to read the reason why I will open up the phone lines, and later we'll get back into the conversation. Well, we have a problem at hand, and as you all know, whenever we come with such problems, we'll be seeking advice from you, because we want you to tell us what you think, so the person involved doesn't make a mistake. And while you're giving the advice, you have to be genuine. One, that's, you have to tell the person the truth. Then you have to put yourself in the person's shoe. You know, be empathetic. Be empathetic, and please do not curse. Do not use foul languages. It is not acceptable, please. Now let me read the message before I start taking calls. It says, "Good morning, baby. Sorry I didn't send you this message last week. With respect to our conversation, I want to appreciate you for the way you reached out to me during this time. I would have done something bad if not for the way you followed me up. Thank you so much. Please let the world hear this, because I've not recovered from the shock my husband gave me. I brought my stepsister, who is 15 years old, to my house because she wasn't doing anything in the village. So my stepmom begged me to take her along so I can help train her in school and mold her behavior, because she's very stubborn. I brought her to my house with the consent of my husband, and her behavior changed because I was always counseling her, and afterwards I would hold her hand and pray with her. 2 weeks ago, I noticed she's looking sick, and I called our family nurse who insisted I run some tests, and it was confirmed my little stepsister is pregnant. The one that broke my heart is that my husband was torturing this girl to speak up on who got her pregnant, not knowing he goes behind me to pet her, beg and give her money, not to call his name. He made promises to take care of her. This is a man I bought two sons and a girl for. My sister confided in me after I had pleaded with her and told her I would protect her. I got mad, called my husband on the phone, and confronted him. He kept mute and switched off his phone. Since then, he has not returned home. I'm so worried about my little sister whose behavior was almost changing before this happened. What do I do? How do I face the mom and my father? How can my little stepsister have a child for my husband? Please help with advice and suggestion because this situation is gradually taking my life. So, as you can all see, the situation tie rapper. It tie rapper well. So it's a very difficult situation here. Well, let me quickly open the phone line so we can start the conversation. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. You can also reach out to me via WhatsApp 0700 903 903 9. All right, I have my first caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Happy New Year, by the time.
Thank you. It's been a while. What's your name and location?
Yeah, no, no, it's enough.
Chinonso, how are you doing now?
Call on.
You forgot me. Forgot
No,
VOP.
it's not like that. It's not like my phone got lost. I just bought another phone, so I
Oh,
normally play people on my own, so sorry for
okay.
that.
Okay, so sorry, okay?
Yeah,
So sorry.
call.
So how
Yeah,
are you doing?
call.
All right, I'm glad you're cool. All right,
Yeah.
So please put forward your advice concerning this situation.
Um, the only thing, the man done something wrong. But this is a man you got married with, right?
Of course.
So he shouldn't have no right. You know, one thing about of this life is trust nobody. So, or they know, okay, you bring your sister along, you're always taking care of her, but, some children of this nowadays, they're very stubborn. When Emma was giving this money, that money Emma was giving them is giving it for something. It's not even just giving it for ordinary. There must something be involved for just for one day. So that money the man was giving, he was taking advantage of her. And normally she can't be able to tell the truth until something bad happens. And when something bad happens and it's too late to find out, and they have nothing to do about, and then all problem will be on your head because your mother and your family, everybody will be having issue with you. So why did you do that such a thing? But my own thing, they have no right to blame you because I'll try your best. But the major problem is your husband. The thing is, for my own opinion, I think the man needs to be arrested. That's it. Because you people cannot be in one man's house. It was very bad. The only thing I've advised you, keep on praying, to just go to church in mind to pick your call, because I believe there must be a solution. Because right now, I can't ask you to to take your sister away from their house, because it has happened. That no one knows tomorrow. It's only God know why it happened. So that's the only thing I have to say. You have nothing to worry about. Just come putting your sister prayer and your husband for prayers. So one day, I believe God will touch him to pick the call. And I believe one day everything will sort out. Because if I have never been into I have been into a relationship, but since when they break my heart, actually, in short, I decided to lock up. I decided to be on my own because since on my own, I have nothing to worry about. In short, I was very more confident, more happy where I am before. Because the reason why I decided not to have any relationship with someone, because some girls, they are not straightforward. When you be with a man that loves you, taking care of you, giving anything you want, what are you looking for outside? Because I believe when you make a bad friend, that you lead you to a place that you, in short, you cannot even stand, honestly speaking. If you're working with someone, then the girl will tell you, so, my husband, my boyfriend is not taking care of me, but come. You shouldn't even listen to those girls. Just the only thing you need to do, pray for it and believe one day the person will look after you. It can't be maybe your husband was giving you 30,000 naira today, the next day you change it to 10,000 naira, because there must be a reason. It can't because someone was giving you 30,000 naira, the next day give you 10,000 naira, so you decided to change your mind, you decided to break up the relation. No, it's not done. It can't lead you to somewhere else. They say blood is thicker than water. If you really love the person, continue praying for him, and I believe one day the person will pick up. So can't think there's a key. I have a friend with for years. I would think even if she demanded from me, I always offer her. But suddenly I got a call. Someone called me that he saw her with a man. Then I pretend I didn't know anything. But one day, I got her handbranded. So she was even trying to deny. But later everything, she was begging me, she was asking me, is a mistake, is her friend that is everything. Did you ask anything I did not give you? He said, I do anything I'm supposed to, but what have I done to deserve this? She was telling me it's out of frustration or something like that. The only thing my mind told me that I just lock up the relationship. She said that because if I continue working with her, one day she will lead me to grave. So I just ask God, please, do not allow someone to make me to feel a pain the way I am before. So since then, okay, some girls are coming to me, sending me a message in WhatsApp, this and that, but I can't reply because I don't know the next level. What happened to me before, because I don't want it to happen to me again. So I decided to lock up anything concerning woman right now. I don't need it because they say you get the wrong person before you get the right person. But I was asking God just to direct me a woman, they will take care of me, they will carry me like egg of life. So when I have that such a thing, that I will be very happy if I'm spending my money. I know where my money is going to. I can't give someone cannot even take care of me, cannot even appreciate me or something like that. Maybe when I do something wrong, you're not take action, and you're not the only man in this one. In short, the relationship is over. I don't need that. So that's the only thing I can.
All right, so thank you so much. In fact, I pray God gives you that her desire of yours, that person you're seeking out for, okay?
Amen.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, God bless. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Okay, bye. Have a nice day.
You too, and keep listening.
Amen. Okay, bye.
Bye. All right, you've heard what Chinonso said. So you can actually say what you think about this situation, because it is a very difficult situation and one of us is actually seeking for suggestion and advice. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Beautiful morning to you. What's your name and location?
Oh, I'm Emmanuel. I'm calling from mediation.
Emmanuel, how are you this morning?
This is my first time calling.
Oh, Emmanuel, let me anoint you small because it's the early hours.
Wow, that's good.
I hope you're good.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
How about you?
I'm fine, thank you. All right, Emmanuel, did you listen to the message I read?
Actually, I joined this conversation late.
Okay, okay.
Mm.
Let me.
What she read, the man
Yes.
is to me is a fool because I don't even know how my wife stepsister will look like that will make me to do rubbish with her. It's kind of foolish act. And well, that's not even the reason why I called. You see the first conversation before you read that message.
Yes.
I have someone, a friend of mine that all the time, any phone that he bought now, that um pornography must be inside.
What will be
Eh?
inside?
Eh?
I didn't get you.
The pornography you're saying about
Okay, okay, okay.
any phone that he bought must be inside.
Is he married?
It's not.
Okay.
So even sometimes I feel that it's very bad because it may even lead to masturbation.
Go ahead,
I
I'm
mean,
listening.
so it's kind of bad. So I really love the way you said the issue and everything. The way you said it is very bad. Assuming he's married now, that one will even be better.
Of course, if actually he'll be watching with the wife, because if he's watching it secretly, then it's a problem too.
Yeah, he doesn't have a wife.
Wow.
You know.
All right, Emmanuel. I'll be seeking your advice from what I read. Hmm? Because the person that has this problem is actually listening and wants to know what people think. So what do you advise that she should do? Because according to her, that it is gradually taking her life, and we wouldn't want to lose anybody because of issues like this.
Okay. What she should do now is that, yes, it has happened already. She should pray her husband comes back because she can't carry this. She can't carry the problem alone. He has to come back. Everything is.
But how do you think she should go about dealing with her small sister? Because this is a girl of 15 years that we are talking about here,
Fine. She
and the
should go
stepmom
to,
is still around and alive.
okay, let her go to human rights and report the matter. Does she have the address where the man ran to?
He doesn't, but he's the husband now, so obviously after running away, he must come back, and
No.
she should also know his office.
Yes, now. Let her report it to human rights now that the case is still fresh. So that
All
they will
right,
take it off from there.
all
And that
right.
will even help. That will even help her because she can't sort it out all herself.
Honestly, she can't.
She can't. So this one is personal.
All right, thank you, Emmanuel. Are you done?
Yeah, sure, I'm done.
All right, thank you so much, Emmanuel, and keep listening.
Yeah, bye.
All right, bye. Okay, that is it. The conversation is still on. What do you think about the situation? Because it is a very bad one. In fact, I don't know how personally I am going to cope if I was to be in her shoes. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Beautiful morning to you. What's your name and location?
Yeah, my name is Innocent from Oshodi.
All right, Innocent. How are you doing?
Happy New Year first.
Thank
good.
you. Thank you. I forgot it's a new year.
As you know what, you did not for me, you know what the New Year for me. No problem. I did my day.
I don't understand. You said,
You know what the New Year for me now? Old caller like me.
can you
know what the New
imagine?
Year for me?
Can you imagine
Eh.
when others are busy sending me gifts, you self they talk. Make I hear say I no get my own gift from you. Now fight we go fight
No,
oh.
no, okay.
All right, Innocent. What do you have to say about this situation?
Okay. About this situation, number one, the pregnancy, how many months now?
I think it's
How
not more
many?
than a month.
Not more than a month. Okay. It's very easy. Now, the lady should just, if the guy not want to come around or he's running, so instead of putting the small girl at risk, because if she keep quiet, silent, the pregnancy, the thing will be growing, and that is more problem. So you're supposed to just to flush it, flush it. Then to be on the safe side, you just will go and flush it. Then depending when the guy will come around, then they will know the next step to take. So that's just my own advice because if she is wasting time, the thing will go. And that is
Innocent, you're talking about the pregnancy. How will
Yes.
this me? I'm not. The child can actually have this baby, but how will the mother of this little girl, how will you tell her? Because even if you were thinking she wants to do what you just suggested, the girl knows what happened to her now, and obviously she will not close her mouth. You get? So how
Okay.
will this woman face the mother of this little girl? Like, look at the child you gave me. Look at what happened. Look at what happened.
she has to open up. Oh. She has to open up so that the mother and the lady we suggest let's go and do this, that. She have to open up. That just open up. After all, the shame not be for our own side. The shame na the husband side is there.
Mm.
Eh, so that's it. So that's just my own suggestion.
All right. Thank you, Innocent. Thank you so much for remembering VOP today to join us after the holiday.
I be the vex now, but
Why you go the vex? You were supposed to send gift across the vex.
They run for me.
Eh?
They run for me. No one do me here. Could me here for me.
You see you. Make I not see my gift. Nah, fight, we go fight.
No lele, no lele, no lele.
All right. Take care,
Okay.
Emmanuel. Thank you for calling in. Okay, you have heard it. It's a very terrible situation. We're talking about a 15-year-old girl who is a stepsister to this person that we're talking about, and the husband got her pregnant. As small as she is, I don't even know what men want. Men, what do some of you want? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Please turn down the volume on your radio set.
You okay now?
I don't know.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Please, when you call, it's a norm. It's a norm here. It's a norm in all radio stations. When you call, turn off your radio station. You obviously can't hear yourself on the radio. It is not possible. Instead, it will keep interfering with our conversation, which will not be good. Okay? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Beautiful morning to you. What's your name and location?
My name is Kelechi, calling you from Ikorodu.
Oh, Kelechi, how are you?
I'm fine.
It's been a
Happy New
while.
Year.
Thank you so much.
It's been a-
You forgot
been a while.
VOP. You forgot us.
No, that I forgot. It's you people that went on break now.
Who
So,
told you? Radio station they go break.
well, your voice is can't do this. I don't hear your voice anymore.
No, nah, it's
But
because you don't know the day I come on air now. Monday to
Maybe that's
Thursday,
why.
you were not tuning in. That's why. I was here all through the
Because I
holidays.
I do enjoy the music you people played there, but the last time you were on I got a program, so I thought maybe they give you this thing based on this thing, they give you leave to go and celebrate your New Year and Christmas.
No, we don't. We know they get New Year. We know they get Christmas. We know they get holiday.
So from January to December,
We they work. Yes, we they work.
Oh, Alan.
All right, Kelechi, what do you have to say concerning the issue we are trying to solve here?
The issue is not a small one. It's a very, very difficult issue, to be honest. the man doesn't have shame at all. Doesn't have shame. And moreover, I blame the woman.
Why?
She should
How?
have she should have known the type of husband she's married to.
Kelechi, no.
Yeah.
These things doesn't happen like that. Okay, this is a husband that, according to her, hasn't cheated on her before. She has not seen anything like this before. You get?
See, the thing is, I will still blame you because I cannot, as a woman, I can never bring a woman, a fellow woman like me to come and stay in my house.
Kelechi, I still insist that girl is a little girl, not a woman. A 15-year-old girl is not even a woman.
15 years old, yes, she's 15 years old, but she has developed in. Okay, well.
So what you're saying now, if that woman has a daughter for that man, he cannot stay. That girl is like a daughter now.
Some men doesn't control themselves, and this one is very, very bad. That the girl is even a stepsister, is a stepsister to your wife.
I like that statement. Some men doesn't know how to control themselves.
If you are doing something like that, if it is an outsider, that would have been a different. Then you take the person as a second wife. You take the person as a second
Or even
wife,
keep the person as a baby mama.
I'm very, very ashamed even to it. In fact, I see that I'm in that woman's show now. I don't know what to say.
It's a terrible situation.
The only thing is that I don't, in as much as I doesn't support that portion, I suggest
it shouldn't even be a suggestion here. Because when I was speaking with her, I told her it shouldn't be because a lot of things might go wrong, so that you don't lose that girl. And if that girl dies, it's another situation.
Okay, let the lady serve the husband and divorce the and the man should take the as his wife, because Agatha must come back. Oh, the man is running. Yeah, the man is running in vain. Oh, Agatha must come back. When police start looking for him, will come out from where he's hiding.
Honestly,
it's not a right time for him to hide. He should come out and face the music. Yeah, it should come out and face the music. It's very, very terrible.
It's a terrible situation. I can't even imagine it. My own sister.
Bad. It's, no. It's very, very bad. You might not try at all. They will not try. The woman. I tire for the battle.
He tire you, my brother. I see say he tire you. You don't know what to talk again.
It tire me. The man doesn't have shame at all. 15 years old girl. What we say? The person that is saying no. There's nothing you can take to justify this.
A baby, we never even bath well. As in,
it's very bad. They should, in fact, we should go and report to human rights so that it will serve the jail. Maybe after 5 or 6 years in jail, you get your senses back. But doing so, she's also protecting the woman, because who will be there to take care of the woman and the children?
I don't know. It's a difficult situation here.
Because if the woman take the matter to court, they serve equally to a serve punishment to the husband. And when the husband is facing the punishment, who will be there to take care of the woman?
That's the thing. Who will provide for the family?
The thing is that he should marry 2 of them.
Hi, Kelechi.
Who will marry the Don't marry 2 of them.
Marry my baby sister. Oh, God. Thank you so much, Kelechi, for calling in. Thank you so much. In fact, this is an unthinkable situation. And that is why I tagged the topic, when your partner does the unthinkable. When your partner does something you never believe this person will do, how do you move forward? How do you cope? How do you manage the situation? Is a difficult one. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Beautiful morning to you. What's your name and location?
My name is Amos. I'm calling from Mexico.
All right, Amos, let's hear what you have to say.
Yeah, it's a very terrible scenario to behold, But then, and if I must say, on the part of that man, it's the greatest height of irresponsibility.
I honestly.
But then, there are times in life that people act. Sometimes we tend to say they do those things under impulses, some kind of inclination that we know nothing about. But then this is not the time to apportion blame.
Blames.
Again, to you said the victim is listening to the program.
Yes.
You know, marriage is something you make sacrifices for. It's not always rosy. And then family. When we say family, we are not talking about people you just turn your back on. For the woman to keep this particular action or scenario within her alone, that's not involving the mother of the baby, it's not right. They are family, all of them are family. So she will have to talk to the woman, that's the mother to
The girl.
yes, she will have to get her involved. They will put her together and see what they can do about it. Because you cannot see you abort that lady. This lady, mind you, this girl is an underage.
Of
You
course.
cannot want to begin to get her involved in the process of abortion.
Honestly.
You cannot want the husband to marry her, considering that both of them are blood already and the man cannot
Yes.
marry both of them. So what they will do is, what I would suggest is, they will have to talk to the woman and see if she can allow the daughter to keep the baby, because abortion is actually the other option. And then saying you will report this man to the Human Rights Commission. What happens if the issue goes viral? This man is taken to pay for his actions. What happens to the household? Who takes care of? Who takes responsibility? Or would the Human Rights Commission still take responsibility for the family?
Obviously not.
There is what we call family. It is in cases like this is that you know the value of family. And then to say this man has never cheated on her, I find it very hard to believe. It's
Maybe the
either-
woman
it-
hasn't
it-
found out,
Exactly. You cannot wake up someday and you begin to exhibit characters that have going to be in you ab initio. Say that they have been in you and you've been carrying out your operations on a low and no one has noticed it, and this time you've been caught in your time. So I would suggest the woman talks to the girl's mother, so they will decide what to do from there.
All right. Thank you so much for this beautiful suggestion. Thank you. We appreciate that.
So
Thank you for joining us. Right. It's looking at this situation, it's very complex. Very, very complex that if one doesn't take time, it will it will turn into something else. And that's why when this thing happened, I had to calm this lady down. I said, going like this, you can't do anything with this, the nature of how this whole thing is, and with the way you're feeling so terrible. You can actually do something you might regret later. You do something very bad. So is a terrible situation, one that personally I don't even want to imagine it. I don't even want to think about it because it is a difficult situation. Well, the conversation is not over yet, but we'll have to go on a break, and when we return, we'll continue this conversation. Don't go anywhere because we'll be right back.
Man, when the voice of the people stands unique, constantly challenging society's status quo. 90.3.
Number one.
Your station has just been upgraded.
This is your number one radio station. The best radio station to listen to this year is right here.
Oh, you guys should not kill me.
VOP 90.3 FM.
The voice of the people.
This is your number one radio station.
90.3.
The one radio you tune in on your way home. This is the one. VOP 90.3 FM. This is your number one radio station.
90.3.
The one radio you tune in on your way home. This is the one. VOP 90.3 FM.
To the city's number one super dial. Voice of the people, 90.3 FM. Latest.
Special announcement. The Federal Ministry of Comedy warns that the following jokes are dangerous to your ears. Please cut off your ears to avoid infection. I am Mr. Nigeria. Now maybe the man will go cure this country. I am Mr. Nigeria.
Chai, Oga, where you dey sit?
Fellow Nigerians, your problems are over. Now maybe the man will go make things better. I am Mr. Nigeria.
Oh yeah, what do you go do to make things better?
As soon as I get power, I go ban INEC. No more elections and no more political parties. Only my family go to rule this country. Succession to sit up power go be hereditary. Minister for Information, my first wife. We go they collect gossip items from media houses and we go use them. They do our own WikiLeaks. Second wife go they handle electricity to make sure that all my enemies they for blackouts. Importers of generators to pay bribe. Listen, importers of generators to pay bribe. I am Mr. Nigeria. Now maybe the man will go cure this country. I am Mr. Nigeria.
Chai, Oga, where you dey sit?
Fellow Nigerians, your problems are over. Now maybe the man will go make things better. I am Mr. Nigeria.
Oh yeah, what do you go do to make things better?
Listen carefully, let me tell you what I go do. I go start by rebranding Nigeria. Our new name go be United We Fall. I go also rebrand as a rock. We go they call them Hotel on the Rock. Law enforcement agencies like the police go they wear uniform without pockets. Yes, for proper accountability. Our country Nigeria get plenty money. I go make my 2-year-old daughter the governor. Yes, the governor of the central bank. So that with the child's wisdom she go they spend money. Make the money no expire for bank. Yes, make the money no expire for bank. Make the money no expire for bank. Expire, fire. I am Mr. Nigeria. Now maybe the man will go cure this country. I am Mr. Nigeria.
Chai, Oga, where you dey sit?
Fellow Nigerians, your problems are over. Now maybe the man will go make things better. I am Mr. Nigeria.
Oh yeah, what do you go do to make things better?
My bodyguard, Onya Bobim, go become the new defense minister. For that, after I don't take him to 7 shrines to swear say him no go overthrow me. And to sponsor the overseas education of my 222 children from 37 wives. I go seriously wound the salaries of teachers and lecturers. We go force them to go on permanent strike. And this strike, why they tell you, go last so many of them go change occupation. Now listen to me, you selfish politician. You have failed woefully in the elections because you and your type represent a great disaster for this country. Your thinking and your lifestyle belong to the past, and all things have passed away. Behold, the new is here. Nigeria for us for Nigeria. One man, one vote. Beware of bad politicians where they claim Mr. Nigeria, but na Mr. Selfish them be. Jovi says so. In nomine Patris, Filii, Spiritus Sancti. Kori Mareke Skendaya.
Every day strike, ASU strike, market women strike, even Kole people they strike. We don't become country of strikers.
Even light self, we no fit give us. Don't run from matter. Even leg self, we get accident.
Why una they complain? Why una they complain? No una they collect bribe, they vote Chokoloko Bango share.
Ìṣèjọba tó dára, òun là ń béèrè.
Anyị chọrọ ọchịchị onye kwuru uche ya, anyị achọrọzi ọchịchị nchigbu.
Ala ndeze temeka muna so nekio.
What do we want? I made the rule us well.
Don't take it for noise. It's the people's voice. They have made their choice. Respect that voice for all to rejoice. VOP 90.3, Voice of the People.
Bonam! Ole! Kidnapper! Na dem o, e wan use person do money, kill am!
Sit tire for here, put am for him neck, burn am, yes! Dem no go find better work do, na yahoo dem go dey do, burn am! Stop!
Dat person wey you wan born, if it dey innocent, no go carry person blood put for your head. Jungle justice no good at all. Stop am.
You wey light the fire, you no get heart. Say no to jungle justice.
You uncle wey follow for the crowd dey look wey dem dey born person. You no stop them. E dey do you like film abi? Your hand sef no clean o. You fit enter gbege. Stop the lynching. Stop jungle justice.
Under the criminal law for Lagos State, person wey start jungle justice, those wey support am, and those wey just sit down look, all of them fit rot for jail. My name na Benjamin Hundeyin, Lagos State Police talk person. Stop jungle justice.
This message now from Lagos State Police Command
and VOP 90.3 FM.
We are the station that cares.
This is the one.
We are VOP, Voice of the People, 90.3.
This is DJ Latitude, aka Turn Up Initiator. You are listening to 90.3 FM, Voice of the People. Don't go anywhere, don't touch that dial.
To the city's #1 super dial. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, Lagos. Who plays the best songs? Check. Hey, we do. We are Voice of the People, 90.3 FM.
You are listening to your the number one station, the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Do not touch that dial.
90.3 FM, Lagos.
You are listening.
It's 1 p.m. on 90.3 FM.
It's 1 a.m. here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and it's Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Yes, it's the Midnight Affairs with BB, and we have a problem at hand, a problem we're trying to, advise, give suggestion, help the person who is going through this problem, who is experiencing serious problem in her marriage. We want to help out with advice, we want to help out with suggestions. So I'll be going over the message once again. I'll go over the message so that people who are just joining us can listen, understand, then dish out their advice. All right, the message is, good morning, BB. Sorry I didn't send you this message last week. With respect to our conversation, I want to appreciate you for the way you reached out to me. I would have done something bad if not for the way you followed me up. Thank you so much. Let the world hear this because I have not recovered from the shock my husband gave me. I brought my stepsister, who is 15 years old, to my house because she wasn't doing anything in the village. So my stepmom begged me to take her along so I can help train her in school and mold her behavior because she's very stubborn. I brought her to my house with the consent of my husband, and her behavior changed because I was always counseling her, and afterwards I would hold her hand and pray with her. 2 weeks ago, I noticed she's looking sick and called our family nurse, who insisted I run some tests, and it was confirmed my little stepsister is pregnant. The one that broke my heart is that my husband was torturing this girl to speak up on who got her pregnant, not knowing he goes behind me to pet her, beg and give her money not to call his name. He made promises to take care of her, and this is a man I bought 2 sons and a girl for. My sister confided in me after I had pleaded with her and told her I would protect her. I got mad, called my husband on phone and confronted him. He kept mute and switched off his phone. Since then, he has not returned home. I'm so worried about my little sister whose behavior was almost changing before this happened. What do I do? How do I face her mom and my father? How can my little stepsister have a child for my husband? Please help with advice and suggestions. This situation is gradually taking my life. So that is the situation we are talking about. It's a very serious one. It's a serious one. Well, if you want to join the conversation to dish out your 2 cents, your advice, no matter how small, the number to call is 0700 903 903 903. The WhatsApp line is also open on 0700 903 903 9. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Morning, EB. How you doing?
Fine, thank you. What's your name and location?
This is Eric from Oba.
All right, Eric, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm glad you're good. So, Eric, what do you have to say in this case?
There is nothing to, no need to beat about the bush. The law must take its full course. You understand? My advice for the youth to make sure that the law takes its full course. Yes, the man is her husband, but she must not keep quiet at all. She should inform the police about it. She should go to the police and make reports, and the man should be arrested. No matter where he's hiding, they will look for him. He'll be on a wanted list for now. So anywhere he's found, he'll be arrested. Then I think he'll be prosecuted, or the human rights. They want to go to human rights, and now they want to do it. But they don't have to fold their hands and be looking at it like that. You understand? Because the girl in question is a minor.
Of course.
You understand? The girl is a minor, and whatever that happens between a mature man and a minor, the law must come to take its full course on it. What is a minor? That's my advice to the lady. She should not keep quiet and fold her arms and be saying, "Hey, my husband, though, this one is my stepsister." No, it's a family issue, yes, but since it has happened this way, the law must handle it the appropriate way. You understand? And again, another thing I want to say in this issue is it's also in a way of a warning to people out there, because see, in this issue there are some certain things we need to consider in this issue. You see that the man is very stupid for him to go so low, even with a small gear like that, like it's a lot of serious, not even date very well. Understand? Some men are like that. They can't control themselves. Even when they see a woman's nakedness, they cannot control themselves again. But I would also want to say that the way people behave matters. You know, these small girls of this day, the way they dress also matters. When you bring your younger sister from the village like that, you try to find out how your sister conducts herself at home, even when you're not around, when she's alone with your husband. You understand? Because you see, some of these girls, they might be dressed, the way they dress these things, is nothing to write them about. And some men, when they see something like that, they cannot be able to control themselves again. Maybe that was what happened in this instance. She used to say that he is a man which she knows very well. You understand? The man has never stepped on her the first time. You understand me? So this must be what happened. So it's good now for others to learn from this, from what just happened. If you're staying with your younger sister or something like that, the way she dresses at home is very, very important. You know the kind of things she wears in front of your husband. Understand me? Because some men, you see, they are human beings too. You see that they cannot control themselves, but they are human beings too. There is a situation that a man will see that will make him to act crazy or something like that. So my advice also goes to everyone for who is listening to this issue this morning. People should be very careful when you are at home. Know that you are at home. Even some grown-ups, the way they dress in front of their in-laws, their sister's husband, is nothing to write about. I've seen many of these. A mature girl, a mature lady, visiting her sister, the way she dressed in front of her sister's husband, is nothing to write about. So it's high time we call it spade a spade. Let people be very, very careful in what is happening in their home. Let them, women especially, you know that you have someone, a man at home, and you have another woman, a lady, a younger sister with you. Be careful. Know what is happening. Know how your sister dresses in front of your husband, so that you can avoid things like this. So she should take it up. She should not keep quiet. She should speak up. Inform the parents at home, look at what just happened, then we want to take it up. But they cannot keep quiet. You see, the family needs something here, so they should not keep quiet about it. That's my advice to them. Thank you.
All right, thank you very, very much, Eric. Thank you so much for that one. The conversation is still open. If you also want to suggest or want to advise, the phone lines are open 0700 903 903 903. You can also send a message via WhatsApp on 0700 903 9039. All right, while we are talking about that, or rather waiting for calls to come in to still dish out some advice, let's keep talking because it's we all know that when someone you love betrays you, it's very difficult to cope. It's very difficult to go through all of that alone. People who have been betrayed, especially this one that sent us this message, the wife of this man, I want to tell you that there's no shame in staying in the marriage. I already told her that, but I'm still emphasizing on it. If you feel you want to stay in this marriage, if you feel that for you, divorce is not the answer, you can stay. There's no shame. Don't look at what the society has to say after the husband committed abomination, atrocity, you're still with him. There's no shame. If you want to stay in the marriage, it's up to you to stay. But if you want to call it quit, fine, you can call it quit. Do not look at yourself as, okay, he has betrayed me, he has cheated on me, so I am now his doormat, I am now his this, I'm now his piece of rag. No. In fact, I want to tell you that you are a warrior. If you have decided to stay in a marriage whereby you were betrayed, you are a warrior, because not everybody can stay. Not everybody will be able to forget, to forgive, although it's difficult to forget when things like this happen. But if you forgive and if you love yourself so well, you don't have to keep these things bothering you. Just forgive the person, forgive the partner, and move on. Although there are some affairs, there are some situations that will deliver a fatal blow to that marriage or to that relationship, like this one now. Assuming this man had done this thing outside the marriage is a different thing entirely, a different thing altogether, because that woman can actually stay somewhere else. If the man says, okay, you can be a second wife, of course, she can move into the house, no issue. If the woman wants to keep staying, fine. If she doesn't want to keep staying, fine. But at least it is better than this kind of situation. The woman's younger sister, a stepsister, that the mother has said, please help me do this, please help me train this, my daughter, and you're coming back to tell the woman that, oh, your daughter got pregnant in my house and my husband did this. It is unimaginable. It is very shameful. Well, although, just like I said earlier, some situations like this can actually hit a very hard blow on that relationship. But some betrayal, some kind of betrayal might inspire change that was actually needed, because there are situations whereby, assuming when I spoke to this woman, if she had said, I used to deny my husband sex, I used to do this, I don't used to give him whenever he asked me, I don't try out different styles with me, it will be a different. I would then say that this situation will inspire change. At least she will know that she's denying the man sex, and because of that, of such denial, this man has done something like this, so it will make her change for the better. If she is the type that denies sex, she will stop denying sex. She will now be able to give the man whenever he wants it, in as much as it's comfortable for her doing so, right? But betrayal, I still want to emphasize on the point that betrayal can actually, in fact, the pain can get to your bone. It can get to the bone, and the wound can be very difficult to heal. Although it can be healed if the two persons involved, the two partners, have decided to work towards getting things done right, to work towards making things right. It can heal, but the pain can touch the bone. Like this one. This did not happen to me, but I can feel it. I can imagine what this woman is going through. if you are a partner, if you're someone's partner, and you understand that cheating can be terrible, cheating can deal a hard blow on the other partner who is not cheating. It will help you somehow to curtail that cheating. Will I say is cheating instinct or cheating skills in you, because it is difficult. Okay, we all heard about the actor Yul and the wife, the all that drama with the baby mama, the second wife, all that drama is not necessary. Before now, we don't know the wife, we don't know all about the wife, but now all of them are in the public domain. Everything about them, it's out there in the public. It's not beautiful, and that family will never remain the same. If the woman says, I am not ready to forgive you, it will never remain the same. Except the wife is ready to say, okay, let bygone be bygone, let the past be in the past, and she's ready to move on with you. Then things can actually calm down and the marriage will continue. It is most affairs result from dissatisfaction with the marital relationship. Most people cheat because they are not satisfied with the relationship, and that's why I usually tell married people, from time to time, review your marriage, evaluate your marriage, look at your marriage, ask yourself these questions: how far is this marriage going? Look at the goals you have in this marriage, look at your aspirations, look at where you want your marriage to be in 10 years, and ask yourself, I want this marriage to be so and so in 10 years, and now it's 5 years. Let me evaluate how far with this marriage. Is it what I want it to be? Is it directed? Is it headed to where it is supposed? Then if you notice that there are loopholes, if you notice that there are things that are not supposed to be, if you notice that the love in this marriage is not as it used to be, then do something about it. Don't just keep quiet and said, is it not the way he wants it, or is it not the way she wants it? If she wants it to work, it will work. No. The marriage is not just for one person. Even if you're not married and you're listening to me, I believe that tomorrow you will get married and this conversation will be beneficial for you. So marriage is not just for one person to handle. Two of you must be able to join hands together and fight for your marriage and work towards making it work. Some people will look at this woman's situation and feel that this marriage has hit the rocks, this marriage won't survive because the man did the unthinkable, the man did what nobody has done, or did what is unimaginable and all of that. But I tell you, if actually the man is willing and this woman also has the will, both of them can sort things out. But the marriage might not be what both of them want it to be, before this incident happened. But at least they can work things out. They can work things out and the marriage will be properly directed. So when you're not satisfied within your marital relationship, if you're married, or if you're even having an affair, that's boyfriend girlfriend affair, if you're not satisfied with what is happening in your relationship, there's need for you to sit your partner down and have a conversation. There's need for both of you to sit down and ask yourself questions like, where is this going? Are we still doing this? For how long are we going to continue like this? What do we need to work on? What are those things we need to work on in the marriage? These are the things you need to tell or ask yourself in order to direct your marriage properly. Because most times you say, he cheated on me or she cheated on me. But I tell you, most times these affairs are fueled by temptation and opportunity. All right, I have a call. Let me take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Beautiful morning to you. What's your name and location?
Osondo from Okoko.
Osondo, how is Okoko this morning?
We be fine.
Sure. That's what we're asking. All right, Osondo, did you hear the message I read?
Don't hear them all.
Okay, I offer your 2 cents now. Pour in your advice.
This one, tie serious rapper.
Tie rapper, I agree with you. Tie rapper very well.
Serious one, no. Anyway, the issue there, it don't happen now.
Sure.
They will do now. No, no, whether they go say me the man marry the girl now. No, she married two sisters at the same time now.
Get that CV.
Let me see why I got that woman. As this thing don't be like this now. May she inform her stepmother and her father first. She no go hide them for them forever. You understand?
Yes.
As she they waste time, they let they grow. And so it be. They let they grow. And again, where the belly go reach now. When they go, no, they blame and say, "Why you not tell us since when this thing happened?"
Of course.
You understand? So the earlier, the better. When she go meet them, inform them all. See what thing don't happen. No, my husband don't run. No, I don't know where my husband is. Make it keep saying that them now go tell them, so okay. See what thing we will do. You understand?
Yes.
We should not take any decision for her own, for herself, for now. We can not be like say she want to protect her husband. You understand? So that her stepmother no go think saying that something where they don't plan together. So make she go meet them, tell them say, see what thing happen now. My husband don't run no. I don't know where I am. I don't know what thing I could do. You understand?
Yes.
And them now they tell them, so okay, make we do like this, or make we do like this, or make we do like this. And anything where they say, make them do. Make she no say no, I don't want that. I know I want that like this. Even if they say they will beat the husband, they will do this one for the other, make she no say no. Make she just keep quiet. Make they do within their mind first. Because within the man will do na very sacrilege. You understand?
Yes.
How can your wife's younger sister, where they stay with you, a girl who is supposed to call you that day, where they stay with you, can't go sleep with the girl, can't give them belly. Some men say, I don't understand though. Some men, they be like say, this their penis where they don't deserve, and some men not supposed to get penis in life. I'm telling you. Some men not supposed to get them all, but they know they use them the right way. So what thing, and the thing where I go advise them is that, so make she take the parents, the family, and make the family think of what thing they will do. Then they will handle the matter the way they like. And the thing, she not keep quiet too long ago. Make she tell them, now, where the thing see the hot. Make she just tell them what thing happen. And the best thing be that, make they follow her up. You understand?
All right. Thank you so much, Osondu. Thank you so much for that well thought out advice.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. All right. If you still want to join the conversation, you can still do so. The phones are open. And if you're just joining us, we're talking about a situation here, a difficult one. A man whose wife brought in her stepsister into their family, into their marriage. And this man slept with the stepsister, a girl of 15 years, and impregnated her. And he's nowhere to be found right now as we are speaking. And the girl is pregnant. And this woman doesn't know how to go about these things because the little girl is her stepsister. And you know how it is. You know how it is. How do you start explaining these things to stepmom, telling stepmom? It will be like you just brought in this girl to ruin her life. I can imagine what is going through her mind. And I actually appreciate the fact that people who are calling have been empathetic. They've been quite calm, trying to dish out the best advice they can. All right, I have a WhatsApp message here. This person said, "Hi, Bibi. I advise that she should send the girl back home, and also advise. She should send the girl back home and also tell the mom about what happened, and then not leave her without money. She should train this girl to the level the girl wants." All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Well, it depends. It depends. Training her to the level she wants depends. I think it's the husband that needs to do that and not the woman. All right, we're talking about when a partner does the unthinkable, how do you cope? If you also have suggestions on how one can cope when a partner does something very bad, you can also call in. The phones are open because it's a conversation I want us to be having. All right, before the call came in, before Sunday called, I was talking about extramarital affair being fueled by temptation and opportunity. Okay, That's actually true. When women, I'm glad that women today are trying to understand their role. Women today are trying to understand that they should work on their marriage. That they are not married because of domestic chores. They are not married because of their cooking skills or because of their domestic skills. No. They are married because a man has seen their beautiful qualities. A man has seen their ability to make a home and said, I want us to do forever together. So you coming into a man's house to now spend the whole time, doing domestic chores, household chores, spending hours doing this, doing that you rarely have time for your husband is very bad. It is very bad. You can imagine doing household chores from morning, you do this, do that, and when your husband gets back at night, you have still not taken your bath. You've still not bathed for the day. And this man is someone who goes out there, sees all kinds of women who are ready to even do anything with them, women who are ready to give them sex any style they want, and you are at home still doing domestic chores without cleaning yourself up for your husband. But I'm happy that women are trying to understand things these days. At least you rarely can find someone who will spend her whole time at home and not trying to look good. At least I see that various men are trying to look good, fixing nails, doing this, cleaning up, wearing good clothes, smelling nice. That is how it should be. I'm not saying that these are the things that keep a man. No. But at least to an extent, it will make your man understand that, oh, my woman is beautiful. My woman also looks good, like that person or like those girls I see outside. She also looks good. And if you feel that you're getting very fat, you're getting big, your clothes are not sizing, you just know that you're adding weight, you need to shed some weight. As a married woman, it's not bad if you shed weight and look good, maintain good physique, good figure, that when you wear clothes, your husband will appreciate you. So it's to an extent will reduce the temptation a man faces, a man sees. When a man sees a temptation, what makes him fall into that temptation is opportunity. When opportunity arises, he will now fall. Imagine a colleague at work, trying to seduce a man, and people are there, the man will not fall. But when that colleague is seducing the man and the man is alone in the office, that's opportunity. All right. So as a woman who is married to a man, do your utmost, do your best. I'm not saying that all you should be doing is just how to make your husband, stick to you, stick to your marriage. No, because husbands also have their own work to do. Husbands have their work to do. As a man, you should keep your marriage intact. Keep your marriage intact. Know how to appreciate your woman. When she wears beautiful clothes, notice that she's wearing beautiful clothes. Don't notice that person outside, that colleague, that friend of yours who is a woman outside that dresses well. Notice your wife. Whenever she makes new hair, notice that new hair. Babe, this hair fine, no. Notice whatever thing that has changed about your wife. You can tell your wife, I notice you wear good clothes now. I notice you're looking more beautiful. I notice this. Your complexion has changed. This, that. Notice your wife. Appreciate your wife. It will make her happy. It will make her happy. And sexual needs of your spouse or your partner or your boyfriend or girlfriend. Try to meet the needs, the emotional needs and sexual needs. Do not always be busy to talk to your partner. Do not always be busy to have a conversation. Always reach out to your partner. Even if there's no conversation, say anything you want. Talk about anything at all. Talk about office, work, gossip, anything. Just talk. But just make sure you talk. Have a conversation. That talk has a way of bonding marriage mates together. It has a way of bonding them. It has the way of making them glued to one another, glued to themselves. Then, at times, marital infidelity or cheating in relationship can actually be as a result of personal issues. And that is why I always tell them to always have a conversation, so that when a partner is having personal issues, you will know that this partner is having personal issues, and you reach out and help your partner. There are personal issues. Your partner might actually be having conflict at work, having issues with a friend and all of that. And if you know that your partner is having these issues, probably at work, this one, that one, you can come in, pet, advice, calm the person down. This will help your partner. This will help, because if you're not there for your partner when your partner needs you most, there's a likelihood that your partner will go out, talk to someone who is ready to give him or her a listening ear. And know you that when an opposite sex start giving your partner a listening ear, you're about to lose that partner. Yes, you are about to lose that partner. If someone else is paying attention, listening to your partner and offering advice, beautiful advice, suggestion, something you should be doing, just know you that you're about to lose that partner. And there are some changes in life circumstances that can actually rob relationships of the attention, of the joy that once existed in that marriage. For example, loss of job. If you have a partner who is doing well career-wise, this man is always bringing in money, and all of a sudden everything just changed, he lost his job, these things can actually bring trouble to the marriage. And that is why I said always be there for your spouse, always be there for your partner. It mustn't be your marriage mate. Even if you're in the dating game and your boyfriend is experiencing issues, that is not the time for you to quit the relationship. That is not the time for you to serve the person breakfast because the person is having financial issues. No, it is the opportunity for you to stay with that person, to calm the person down, to ensure that things go back to normal. I've seen situations whereby a woman helped the husband to get a job, and I've also seen a situation where a woman, gave the husband a huge sum of money that she's been saving over a period of time, so the husband can start up something with it when he lost his job. So these are ways you can actually reach out to your partner, to help your partner when your partner is facing personal issues. That's only if you know that your partner is facing this issue, only if you're close to your partner. All right, now let's talk about how you can cope when your partner, cheats on you or does something unthinkable. And I'm talking to that listener who sent us this message. How you can cope. How can you cope when you feel that someone you love has betrayed you? When you feel that someone that you trust so much, you hold in high esteem, has done something unthinkable. How can you cope? First is you need to accept your feelings. Whatever feelings you're experiencing, accept it. Cry if you need to cry. Like when this woman called me, she was just crying. She was crying all over the phone, and I can barely understand what she was saying until I had to calm her down. So cry. I did not stop her from crying. When something happens, cry if you have to. Shed tears if you have to. Feel the pain whichever way you want to feel the pain. Some people actually, become depressed. Some people get confused. Some people are always afraid. Whatever feelings you are experiencing at that moment that this thing has happened, just embrace it. Embrace it. You need to express yourself, express your feelings. And at times you may actually feel like you're having an emotional roller coaster for a while. You're not feeling yourself. You can barely eat. You can barely sleep. It can be very difficult because it takes time to get beyond the pain of having an unfaithful partner or having a partner who has cheated on you. But don't expect the mixture of feelings and mistrust to go away, even if you're trying to forgive your partner or you're trying to make things work again in your relationship. Don't expect that those feelings of shock, pain, confusion will just go away within a short period of time. It doesn't go away like that. In fact, you keep feeling like that for some time, over a period of time, And it depends on how you manage pain, how you manage things like that when it happens to you. Some people, in the next few 3 months, 4 months, they're over it. For some people, it can actually last for 1 month. For some people, it can last for 6 months. So, whichever way you can deal with your feelings, just accept your feelings and don't try to suppress your feelings. Don't try to pretend that you're fine when you're not. If you need to talk to someone, talk to someone. If you need to pour out your feelings to God in prayer, pour out. If you need to pour it out to someone very close to you that can help you with what you need to do, do it. You have to understand that your marriage has changed and it is natural to grieve the way you want. It is natural to feel bad the way you want. Another thing is that you do not have to seek revenge. Don't say, because, all right, I have a call, let me take this call. Hello, good morning. All right, I lost it. If you have to call back to help us on how things we need to do to cope when a partner cheats on you, you can actually call in. The phone line is open, 0700 903 903 903, because in a few minutes we'll get over this. All right, do not seek revenge. Don't say, because my partner has cheated on me, I'll have to cheat back. You go look for someone to cheat with. It's obvious, it's natural for you to feel rage, for you to feel anger, for you to want to, at times you want to make the other person to understand the pain you're feeling. The person who betrayed you, your partner who betrayed you, to understand the pains you're feeling, and you feel like, going for a revenge mission will help you. No, do not trash talk your partner. In fact, it is the best time for you to keep silent, because you might do something you start regretting. Do not take your problems on social media, because a lot of times we see this happening. You see your partner has made a mistake. Instead of you to seek for a marriage counselor, instead of you to seek for a relationship counselor, someone you can talk to, a trusted friend you can talk to, the next thing, you carry it to social media to go hide your ID there. Hello, good morning.
Baby, good morning.
Beautiful morning to you. What's your name and location? Somebody just said, BB, good morning, and you went, do call me back. I want to know who's talking to me. All right, so it's not the time for you to take your problem to social media, hide my ID. You start talking about because a whole lot of times we have people who are not matured, who are not really matured, to start dishing out advice to you. It doesn't make sense. At times you see underage children in that social media group, you understand, dishing out advice, and I keep looking, what's this person saying? What actually is this person saying? So taking your problems to social media won't solve anything, because you get a whole lot of people, you don't even know their background, you don't even know if they were raised in an abusive home, trying to dish out advice to you. But when you meet a relationship counselor, you meet a marriage counselor, they will help you on how best to go about this. And as always, I am here for you. You can actually call me, tell me whatever problem you're going through, and I know how to calm you down. I know how to help you solve that issue you're going through. Do not go on a revenge mission. In that state of anger, instead of focusing on healing and moving on, some people will turn back and start looking for ways to go on a revenge mission. Please try and look for a way you can heal. Try and look for a way you can move on, alone or together. Some people will want to actually leave their marriage to go somewhere else to calm their head, to think about what's next to do. Well, if that is the case, it's all right. It's all right to move away, to separate for some time, to clear your head, to grieve, and to think about the next step to take. And while you're grieving over your partner who has done something wrong to you, who has cheated on you, you need not to forget that you have to take care of yourself. You really need to take care of yourself, because in that state, if you don't take care of yourself, you might be depressed to the extent that you start having suicidal thoughts, You start having thoughts of harming yourself, which is very bad. And for some people, depression will make them to overeat, to keep eating, and you see yourself adding weight excessively, and people is asking you what's happening. You're adding weight, you look, it's not any look good. You won't know that the person is actually depressed. That's why the person is overeating. And some people, when they become depressed, they will not eat at all. You see them shedding so much weight. And some people, due to the stress of the relationship, the back and forth, the drama and all of that, they will start having sleep apnea. They cannot sleep at night. They will get either too little or too much sleep. These are the things that depression can cause for you. And that is the reason why you need to take care of yourself. If you need to leave the marriage, once you understand that, or once you notice that something has happened, you've been betrayed, you can actually leave the marriage. Clear your head, take care of yourself. You can go to a friend's place, a trusted friend's place. You can go to your sister or your brother's place to clear your head first, so you know what next to do. It's not a time for you to relapse. It's not a time for you to start taking alcohol. It's not a time for you to start taking drugs or even using drugs to force yourself to sleep. No, it's actually a time for you to start engaging in extra activities like exercises, engage in, go out with friends, hang out with friends, go to the beach, go to nice restaurant. It's a time for you to engage in all of that, so you can be able to take care of yourself. And do not avoid arguing with your partner who has betrayed you. Avoid that argument. It is not necessary. The argument is not necessary. Avoid the blame game. Don't blame yourself that you're the reason why your partner cheated on you. No, you don't have to. In fact, cheating is a a premeditated activity. Someone wants to do something, someone has actually thought of doing something, and the person carried it out. That's cheating for you. Not because of you, or not because of anything, or not because of your marriage or relationship. Your partner who has cheated on you actually wanted to cheat on you. That is why the person did that, not because of you. Because you see a whole lot of time, a woman is not denying the man's sex, a woman is dressing well, the woman looks beautiful, and still the partner will still cheat on the person. So it's not about you. Don't blame yourself. Don't blame anybody. Try not to play the victim. Just concentrate on taking care of yourself. Then if you have children, like this woman has children, keep your kids out of your problem. If it's possible for you to hide it from them, please hide it from them. Because it will actually make these children, if they are grown-ups and they understand what's happening, they will turn against the partner who has cheated on the other person. They will dislike the partner. They will hate they will detest the partner. That's children for you. That's children for you. Sometimes they don't even know how to handle this issue. You see your children overreacting, and that's why you need to keep them out of it. And if your children are still small, still keep them out of it. Hide it from them. This is not a situation whereby you make your children your confidant. You start telling little kids what's happening. They don't need to hear it, because the way you're telling them, they will still go to the school and tell their teachers. If you've not experienced that, ask people who have children. Whatever it is your child knows about you and your husband, whatever it is your child has heard about you and your husband, the next place you hear it is in his or her class. The teacher must hear it. So be careful about what you tell your children. Be careful about what you talk about in their presence. So keep them out of it. Then I've said earlier that you need counseling. If you have a trusted friend, someone who is acting like a mother or a father or whatever the person, but the person is someone you can trust so much to keep your secret safe. The person is someone you know that, no, with this person I am safe, my secret is safe. You can talk to the person. The person will provide the best advice for you. If you don't have a trusted person you can confide in, you can confide in a relationship counselor. You can confide in a marriage counselor. The person will help you tell you ways you need to cope. If you need to see a therapist, don't say, I'll be fine, I am fine. No. If you know you are not fine, because you alone can tell if you're fine or not. So if you know you're not fine, please seek help. It is necessary for you to seek help. An experienced therapist can help you communicate better and help you process your feelings of guilt, your shame, or your whatever you're feeling at that moment. And you have to be practical. If you suspect that this problem, the cheating, the affair your partner had will likely lead to the end of your marriage, you need to think about it, because ending your marriage, there are implications to it. It has so many implications. So you need to think properly to know if that is the best thing for you. I am not saying that if you can't endure, do not quit. No. But you need to think and know if it is the right thing for you to do, especially where there are responsibilities, especially where there are kids. If you do not have enough money to pay for your essentials, if you do not have enough money for your kids, if you do not have enough money to cater for necessary or basic things, then you need to think twice about leaving the marriage, because you might be needing the help of this partner who has cheated, especially if it is a man who has cheated on you. And very important, you must ensure that your partner go for tests, STD tests. Ensure you go with your partner to a hospital to go run some check and know that, so you be confident that at least he doesn't have any disease, he doesn't have any sexually transmitted infection. And you also need to check yourself, test yourself to be sure that you've not been infected. So this is the things you need to do, and take it one day at a time, because infidelity is one of the most difficult challenges a marriage can face. But it doesn't always mean the end. It's not always the end. Infidelity is not always the end of a marriage. No. As you walk through the aftermath, over time, you will get better. Over time, it will become clear to you on how to go forward, so the next phase of your life together or apart, if you have decided to end the marriage, can begin. And if there are kids and you have actually decided to end the marriage, please make sure your partner gets to see the kids. There's a way you arrange these things. If you're seeing a social worker, make sure you do that, and they will arrange it in such a way that your husband gets time, or your wife, or whoever has cheated on, and whoever is taking custody, you give the other partner time to come check on the kids. Don't take the kids away from your partner just because of you both have issues. Let the kids have access to their father, and let the father have access to their kids. If it's a woman that has cheated on you and you as a man is taking custody of the kids, let the wife has access to the kids. That's how these things are done, so that there will be an amicable way of you both going forward without issues, without drama, because infidelity in relationship can cause a whole lot of drama. Then the question is, have you actually experienced heartbreak in a relationship? Have you experienced something like this in your relationship? How were you able to cope? We'll have my time here. The studio time is 1:46 a.m. and I have just 8 minutes to go. So within these 8 minutes, I'm asking, have you experienced cheating in your relationship? If yes is your answer, how did you cope? How were you able to cope during this period? Let's hear what you have to say if you have experienced cheating in a relationship, because I know most of us have. The phone number, the studio line is still open. The number is 0700 903 903 903. So within these 7 minutes, let's hear you, and let's go on a short break. I'll be right back.
This is your number one radio station,
90.3.
The One Radio. You tuned in on your way home. This is the One. BOP 90.3 FM.
The latest hits and the greatest memories on Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. 90.3 FM. If you want to be heard, say it here on Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. People, 90.3 FM. Hit music right now on 90.33 VDOP.
Clear the area.
One hit at a time. The best music on the best radio. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. VOP, 90.3 FM. 24/7 around the world, non-stop. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Tuned to the city's #1 super dial. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Lagos.
This is your #1 radio station at VOP 90.3 FM.
Playing the best music for hard-working Nigerians. We are getting the job done. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Tuned to the city's #1 super dial. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Lagos. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Hit music right now on 90.3 VOP FM. Who plays the best songs? Check.
Hey. All right, welcome back. We'll have a caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Beautiful morning to you. What's your name and location?
Okay, my name is Francis. I'm calling from Ikeja.
All right, Francis. Let's hear you. Have you experienced cheating in a relationship?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to say this out of experience.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a victim of that too. See, I also have, I don't know what to do about it. I had a wife too, who left me with a kid for no reason. I started experiencing her unusual behavior, I think 2 or 3 years before she left. I was wondering, I kept praying. But, she left. After leaving me, I've been trying all along. It's again, I'm not so much with all my heart. I don't know what came over her. So even up to now, I've been trying to get her back. I don't know what happened. She's not even responding very well. What I did, I took my kids home, and they are there. Up to now, since when she left me, I have not seen the kids. I'm not depriving her from not seeing the kids, but she just decided not to go and see the kids. And I've not brought the kid back yet in Lagos.
And not like you did something bad to her that led to that action.
Nothing. Honestly, nothing. So it all started when she wanted to get something doing, because all along she was just at home as a housewife. I said, okay, fine. If that is the case, it's a good idea. When she left, now when she started doing something, that's when she started misbehaving. So up to now, I'm not found out that it's like maybe according to her, she's tired of the marriage. She can't cope up again. She wants to be single. But the whole thing of marry is catching her down. That's what she told me. So I just try.
How many kids? Sorry, how many kids do you have?
Two boys. And it's in fact, as I'm talking to you now, I'm feeling it because I love my kids. I took those kids home out of annoyance, and nobody was just around for me. I mean, nobody was even around for them to take care of the kids. So now I'm feeling it. I'm trying. I don't know what to do. I try. Even today, at times I call her, she won't even pick my call.
Wow. There's a serious issue. I believe that something is actually taking her interest away from you. Is it that she's having an affair outside the marriage? You know, some of these guys that will promise I'll marry you. And I wonder, how would you marry a woman who is married with kids? So something actually is taking her interest away from the marriage. But
and my job is not even permitting me to go often to go and see my kids.
Wow.
And it's something that I don't do without my kids. It's really touching me. In fact, I have what you were saying. I can't feel it at night. I can talk to you right now. I can hear the following day of not sleep. It is touching me. And I don't like staying where I'm alone. I like staying around my family. Now that I'm alone.
Wow.
And her relatives, her sisters, they're not supporting her. Honestly,
okay, they are not supporting her.
No. They have talked. She doesn't even listen to them. Even up to now, they're not even in good terms with their sister. She's not even in good terms with them. She's just alone.
How long has this happened?
I think it's 3 years now.
3 years?
3 years now, yes, honestly.
All right, Francis. I think what you need to do, maybe you give yourself extra 1 year. You need to remarry because you can't stay away from your kids forever, and these children need you in their lives. They cannot stay. Their mother cannot stay away, and you also will be away. Your children will not develop very well in that manner, in that environment. All right.
Yes.
Give yourself time and get another woman, and make sure this woman you're bringing in is ready to take care of your kids as her own. Have a conversation with her.
Are there women like that again?
There are. There are.
There are. I even decided to just stay alone, to stay on my own.
No, you can't. You can't stay alone. For how long will you stay alone? You can't stay alone, Francis. All right, thank you so much, Francis.
I'm talking to you now. As I'm talking to you now, I don't want any woman. I don't even look at any woman's face again.
No, you just have to. You just have to. No, you will not because of what your wife did, and you will just look away. No, you have to. For the sake of your kids, you have to. All right. Thank you so much, Francis, for calling in. At this juncture, I also want to, because my time is ticking very fast to get up, I also want to remind you that come February 18, which is on Saturday, February 18, we'll be organizing a love affair event. Is going to be, a follow-up of the Valentine's Day that will be coming up soon. So it's a place you need to come because there will be matchmaking section, there will be a sex therapist, there will be a relationship therapist to all talk to us that day, and this is where we'll get to meet ourselves. On this note, I say thank you for listening, and don't forget to join me same time tomorrow as I bring another interesting topic your way.